So the rumors are intensifying. The Sooners might be in pursuit of a defensive coordinator, which we've all been asking the question, who and when? Well, it sounds like a non-denial has got everybody's attention. So I feel like it makes sense now to talk about it because now I can see it. Let's dive into that. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you for pulling up to the channel. This video is powered by our partners at BetUS. Check them out. They're hooking up the gamer 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. So the Sooners are in pursuit. We all know this. We know there's been conversations, and the big name that has been populating has been Jim Knowles, the current defensive coordinator of the Ohio State Buckeyes, who are currently playing in the national championship. They play on Monday. So now everybody's wondering, will there be an announcement on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right after the game? Don't know. But it's now worth talking about because things are lining up to the point where it's starting to make a little bit too much sense. And I am very much cautious. Now, if you were part of the live stream that we had Thursday night when I got back in town, we kind of talked about this. And what I had been told is that there is legitimate smoke when it comes to the Jim Knowles news. Like there is a possibility that Oklahoma has put in a pursuit. And if you want me to be honest, the thing that we have to keep in mind is if Oklahoma was truly, really after this, the goal would have been to do exactly what Clemson did when they snatched up Tom Allen from Penn State. Keep it quiet, family ties, focus only on that. Well, the cat got out the bag. You know, the guys over at Sooner Scoop put out an article talking about the possibility of Jim Knowles and in a way refuting while also saying there is a chance. And then you start to see more articles come. You know, Sooners Illustrated dropped an article and now everybody's talking about it. I mean, I saw RJ Young dropped a video about it a few days ago while I was out of town for work. And I was like, okay, it's now for real a thing. But you have to ask yourself, what makes sense for Jim Knowles to leave a program like Ohio State to come to Oklahoma? Well, unless you've been under a rock, Oklahoma is still considered one of the top 5 programs in college football history. Period. Yes, last 3 years have been up and down. It's been a roller coaster. But Oklahoma has still been considered one of the top 5 programs in college football history. So it's not something that doesn't make sense. It's not something that's just absurd. It's just the idea that going after a guy while he's playing a national championship and pull him away. So there's a few factors that made me consider this and where it makes sense. Let's talk about that first. Shout out to my partners over there at BetUS. They're hooking up gamers 150% bonus on the first deposit, $2,000, 125% bonus on your second and third by using our promo code YouTube150. And BetUS has all the games there. They've got the national championship in there. They got the NFL playoffs. So if you want to look at some of those numbers, you can jump into that, especially if you like gaming. I do. I go to Vegas quite often, so I'm always jumping on the opportunity to put a little money here on games here and there. But they do it a little different. They also provide you with gambler's insurance. So you'll get 10% back on your net losses twice a year just to keep you in the game. So if you are into the gaming like your boy is, take advantage of it. Hop on BetUS, 150% bonus on the first deposit, 125% bonus on the second and third by using promo code YouTube150, BetUS, where the game begins. So here's a few factors that I consider if Jim Knowles is actually going to make the move. First and foremost, we all know that he has Oklahoma ties. He coached at Oklahoma State for like 4 years, and the rumors swirling around social media that he has family still here, notably very close family. And if that's the case, it makes sense. The Tom Allen move from Penn State, who was in the playoffs, to Clemson is that he has family in the Carolinas. He has daughters, if I'm correct. So there's a possibility Jim Knowles has a similar situation. Not going to reveal all of that stuff. You can search the internet and find those answers. I won't give that until something actually happens. If it does happen, if it don't, then I can address what I've fully heard. But those rumors have been out there. Why would he leave Ohio State to come back to the state of Oklahoma? The other reason I can consider is there may be something going on with Ryan Day. We have heard his name thrown out there numerous times at NFL jobs. Do I believe Ryan Day is going to leave there? No. I don't think Ryan Day goes to any other jobs. I just don't see him leaving to go to the NFL, but that doesn't mean that there's not a possibility there. Another thing, though, that I think could really make this a heavy consideration is a relationship with Brent Venables. Don't know if he has a full-fledged relationship. I know some of the people that he's worked with at Ohio State that has followed him around have intertwined with Brent Venables in some capacity, namely sometimes at Clemson. But maybe Knowles is looking at this as another challenge. If he wins a national championship here, now he's got another challenge to go after. Something else to really, see if he can make it happen, especially in the SEC. Knowles appears to be very happy with being in a DC role, and he doesn't want to have the work of being a head coach, which some coaches get to that point. After they've done the job for a while, they realize, do I want to be a head coach? Not really. I actually just want to run my side of the ball, let me have my autonomy, and let me do my thing and go. Now, I'm looking at the Tom Allen situation the most out of this because not only was it a very covert situation, which I think Oklahoma wanted that, but somebody spilled the beans and ruined it. But also Tom Allen's focus is to be a coordinator. There was an article I saw and a post on X that said that Tom Allen's not going to actually be doing recruiting. He's going to focus on the defense. With the new rules about analysts and how more people can coach on the field, why wouldn't Oklahoma go after something like that? That gives Brent Venables the opportunity to truly be a CEO, places a defensive mind that we all know have shown success. I mean, heck, his Oklahoma State defense was really good. He has some good defenses at Duke. And in Ohio State, they've been really good. Their biggest problem has been the one thing that really hampers most teams in college football is quarterback play. That's where the biggest struggle is in college football, quarterback play. Having a really good quarterback is more critical than anything else because defenses can carry you only so far. And so you have to have a quarterback that can play just competent football and keep the chains moving enough to where the defense continue to dominate. Georgia did that with Stetson Bennett. It's no shade to Stetson, but his first year was kind of just, him there. But that second year, you saw the confidence in him because he knew his defense was going to be there to help. So for Jim Knowles coming to Oklahoma, working with Brent Venables, that's two of the best minds to me in college football. And now they'll have a massive challenge in the SEC of slowing down some of these big-time offenses from Lane Kiffin to Steve Sarkisian, right? Shane Beamer, the things that he's doing down there in South Carolina, Billy Napier at Florida. I mean, the list goes on. Brian Kelly at LSU, what we've seen. They'll have now a true challenge of slowing down some high-powered offenses and really enforce defense. And that's the one thing that I've been telling y'all here that Brent Venables has done is the focus has been to make sure that defense is shored up. Competent quarterback play has become a struggle in college football because defense have gotten better. And if Oklahoma wants to survive the way that the SEC plays ball, you need to have a really good defense. We saw that. Most of the top defenses in the country came from the SEC. Now, granted, that could be because quarterback play wasn't very good in the SEC, but it could be one of the two things. That's where the chicken and egg conversation comes here. But Jim Knowles going to Oklahoma, not far-fetched. I think it's a fascinating proposition, and I don't see why he wouldn't. Like, there's nothing about Ohio State that tells me, he wouldn't do that. Because to me, if Chip Kelly, if Ryan Day leaves, Chip Kelly's your head coach. You make that move. Granted, you got to see what the offense is going to look like. But if Ryan Day goes up, you take Chip Kelly and have Chip Kelly run that offense, run that team. And then it's not like I think it'd be that hard for him to get another defensive coordinator. Got some really good dudes there coaching. But we'll see. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. That is the talk. That's my thoughts around the Jim Knowles piece. And I just don't think it's as far-fetched as some people are trying to make it. Now, I'm not saying it's definitive and it's done, but I'm going to say the fact that Jim Knowles did not refute it during his press conference and said he's focused on Notre Dame tells me that Jim Knowles is not running the deal. His agent is. It's like Tom Allen's was. The agent's doing the work in the background. If it's something legitimate. So we will hear something probably right after the national championship. So we'll be locked and loaded on Tuesday, ready to talk about it. Shout out to our partners over there at BetUS, hooking up the gamer, 150% bonus on the first deposit of $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. And we will chop it up each and every one of you later on today. Me and Coop go live. Peace.